Hello, welcome to the next week of the WNFFL. For those teams that are still alive, which are two.
We're down to two.
That's right.
And then there were two.
That's right.
But let's see how we got there, Sarah.
Okay.
Let's look at our semifinal matchups. In game number one, you had the Sarah, whatever they are, Sarah Bears.
Sarah Crusher Bears.
Sarah Crusher Bears versus Zach's White Walkers. This was a close game, Sarah.
Very close. It shouldn't have been as close as it was. The Crushers usually crush teams more than they crushed this team.
Yeah, Zach put up a good fight.
Yep.
Final score was 63-60. Sarah Bears advance.
That's right.
Zach had a big game from Gronk, but he did not get enough from his quarterback. Only got 8 points from Phillip Rivers, so that really hurt. Sarah on the other side of the field had a big game from Aaron Rodgers and Mark Ingram, and got just enough from her other players.
Yes. Antonio Brown got injured with only 3 points.
Nope.
He's my star. We have a connection. I don't know what this means for next week.
Okay. Yeah. So Sarah advances, and she will play the winner of game 2, which was Old School versus the Uninformed. Still uninformed. Old School pulled that one out 95-55.
I think I picked them.
That was a big score.
I picked them last week. Yes.
They appreciate your support.
Yes.
This one was all about the touchdowns, Sarah.
Wow.
Jason had 2 touchdowns. Josh had 9 touchdowns.
Wow.
And he had 4 each from Cam Newton and Todd Gurley.
I told you that Todd Gurley was going to play hard.
You were right. Yep, you were right.
Sorry for the interference, folks.
Yep.
Children. Too many kids.
Sarah's living that mom life.
Yep.
For Jason and for Zach, great season, guys. Congratulations on making the playoffs. Best of luck next year. And for Sarah and Josh, you guys are moving on to the Fantasy Bowl. How do you feel, Sarah?
I feel good. I'd feel better if Antonio Brown was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd feel really good.
Yeah, he would too.
Yeah. That's
He's
true.
hurt.
That's true.
Tore his calf muscle partially. So this matchup, these two teams have never faced off in the Fantasy Bowl before, but it is both of your 4th appearance.
Wow.
So 2 Fantasy Bowl veterans. You both have won one time.
Okay.
In your Fantasy Bowls. This week you guys met up in week 9, and the Sarah Crusher Bears defeated Josh 67-54, so it was a good game. Just kind of looking at that game, Antonio Brown, as we've said, is out. He's already been ruled out. Will not play. So that's a huge loss for the Sarah Bears.
Yes.
So then the question becomes, can you match Josh's production from his 2 awesome running backs, Le'Veon Bell and Todd Gurley?
Well, if I have Ezekiel Elliott back in my lineup, he's been on my bench. I've kept him since his suspension.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can put up big numbers, and if he's playing, we can. Maybe.
So you kept a cheater on your team?
Yes, I did.
Wow. No, he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
He did bad things.
Yeah. Well, Nana has problems with that. I don't.
Oh. Just win, baby.
I'm all about the win.
Okay. Well, I won't ask you your prediction for the Fantasy Bowl because you're going to pick yourself, right?
Yeah. What's yours?
I'm going to say, it's going to be a good game.
This is your wife you're talking about here. Who are you picking?
I will pick Sarah.
There you go. That's right.
It's going to be a good game. I think it could be one of our highest scoring Fantasy Bowls ever. So, best of luck to Josh and Sarah this week.
Thank you.
So, do you want to do the NFL preview?
Sure. There's no Thursday night game. Saturday, the Colts versus the Ravens and the Vikings versus the Packers.
Mm-hmm. And then there are 2 Christmas Day games, too, at night.
Okay.
So
who's that? You know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nope. 2 matchups.
We won't be watching. We'll be playing games here, folks.
I don't know. If it's a good game, I think that we'll be watching.
Okay.
This is the Fantasy Bowl.
Yes.
Christmas is canceled. Anything else you'd like to add, Sarah?
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next week after the Fantasy Bowl. Best of luck.
Goodbye.
Bye.